Backing up a little bit to Jeremiah 33:3, the famous verse that says, "Call unto me, and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not." Where was that information passed along to Jeremiah? While he was shut up in the court of the prison. That's where Paul was given a lot of revelation, while he was in the prison. You know, Joseph went through some bad times of stuff that he didn't bring upon himself. His brothers and his family threw him into the pit. He was sent into Egypt. There he spent many years in prison, unfairly. The Lord, I'm sure, showed him many things, great and mighty things, which he knew not. He was allowed to be put in honor, place of honor. His family that had dumped on him were allowed to be put in a place of honor. Pharaoh said, "Bring them all down here. We'll give them whatever they want." Of course, that all went south, like their father Abraham of old did. When God didn't tell him to, he went on further south and went down into Egypt. That started it all, way back in Genesis, early in Genesis. But nonetheless, God knew what was going to happen. But Joseph didn't. Jeremiah didn't at this time, which thou knowest not. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart. Lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. But the thing I want to show you is actually later in this chapter. It's one of two times, only two times, that this phrase is used in the entire Bible. And it's actually easy to remember. Jeremiah 23 and Jeremiah 33. The phrase is in both Jeremiah 23 and Jeremiah 33. What I just told you was 33:3. It's all threes. We'll go back to Jeremiah 23 and it's either 6 or 16. It is in 6. In his days Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely. Let's back up a little bit. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch, and a king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. In his days Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely, and this is his name whereby he shall be called, the Lord our righteousness. Joshua didn't know at that time what God was talking about. There's many folks that live in this world still that don't know what this is talking about. My good friends, my Jewish friends, very likely don't know. Many of them don't know what this is talking about. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that they shall no more say, The Lord liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country, and from all countries, whither I have driven them. And they shall dwell in their own land. Sure, it's talking about the carrying away into Babylon, all that, which is spoken of and what happened in the time of Jeremiah and what he was warning against. But it's talking about further ahead than that notion. And it even talks about, very likely, what is still to come for us. I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but let's go back to Jeremiah 33, and this time 16. But go back up to this. In those days, and at that time, I will cause the branch of righteousness to grow up unto David, and he shall execute judgment and righteousness in the land. In those days shall Judah be saved, and Jerusalem shall dwell safely, and this is the name wherewith he shall be called, the Lord our righteousness. It's talking about Jesus Christ. Those of you on live stream, that's what it's talking about. Those of you on live stream also, you can see what I'm posting on Family Bible Time on YouTube by heading over there. And you'll see what I'm videotaping with this. Those of you on YouTube, you don't know what I'm pointing at, so befriend me on Facebook and you'll see that video. Alright. There's other mentions of Christ in the book of Jeremiah that I'll point out in a later video. I appreciate you coming by.